In this video I explore the nature of the Western Balkans. I search for off-road tracks.
Finally I left the paved road.
Take too much risk.
My first damage, I hit a tree.
Have a technical problem. I am chased off private land. And thus the heat become my cross.
Hello everybody, I am René Baars, an adventurer and photographer from the Netherlands. And currently I'm on a small hike in Uksa Nature Park. After this small hike I will get in my car and drive some tracks through the mountains. I'm slowly heading towards Albania. The purpose of this 4-week trip is to explore the West Balkan.
Time constraints. I have no water with me and I am not wearing proper shoe wear. It's unfortunate, but I do more hikes in coming weeks. When I reach open fields, I turn around.
Finally I left the paved road. Driving on some gravel. Put the car in 4-wheel drive. Give it a proper test. Nobody around. I haven't seen anybody in the last couple of hours. Croatia National Park. I'm on a small hike to see the waterfalls. And although they are not the most impressive waterfalls I have ever seen, they are very photogenic. So I really like to walk and making the pictures. I came here by boat. And I will go back by boat. I was driving here today and I was thinking to myself that I actually wasn't in the right mindset for this holiday. My head was somewhere in the tropics, and now I'm in this waterfall park and decide as if I am in the tropics. The nicest waterfalls in Thailand, something like that. And what I said earlier, that it are not the biggest waterfalls, that is certainly still the case, but it's beautiful. Glad I came here. Back on the road. Driving around Croatia National Park. Finding some off-road spots. Some beautiful nature and some photo moments, hopefully. There was a forbidden entrance for a motor vehicle sign. So I got out of the car and I'm up for a small walk now. There has been a fire in this area. The trees are just recovering. It's very interesting how nature revives itself.
The Visovac island in the middle of the lake is where a famous monastery is located. First, I drive some time along the Adriatic coast, past Kotor, and then up the famous back road up to Mount Lofsen. It is fantastic driving on these narrow roads. Enough maneuvering to get trust in my car and my own driving skills. I amaze myself of the impatience and dangerous maneuvers of other drivers.
Hello.
Hello, international park is €3 per person.
Okay. One person.
Okay. You know off-road. National Park Croatia, no off-road.
No off-road?
Some road.
No, just a road?
Yes.
Yes.
1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye-bye.
I am in Lofsen National Park. I'm just driving through. Behind me lies the Bay of Kotor. I spent some time there a couple of years ago. Did some photography of the old city center.
On the inner roads towards Lake Skadar, I find more adventure and beauty. Such an adventurous drive it was to get to Lake Skadar, it is again to get out of there.
After immigration and a challenging drive through the market streets of the city of Skodra, I quickly come onto unpaved roads again. There is a paved road into Teth, however that is not what I want to do. At the end of the day I have driven 124 kilometers only. It has taken me 7 hours, of which 1 hour was at immigration. Hiking to some waterfalls around Teth. Had a long day in the car yesterday, so decided it's good to leave the car for what it is for the next day or two. The hike didn't do me well. It was really, really hot. And the heat caught up with me. I almost felt like fainting. After sitting down for a while, trying to eat something, it's better now, but I still feel it with every step I take. That I'm light in the head. But the waterfalls are worth it. It's a beautiful hike. I sat down on a high rock, but I thought I can still fall off here, because I still felt like I was going to fall off. So I had to sit on the ground, head between the knees. I did not vomit, but I was close to it. Luckily I have enough water. It is strange how overheating comes out of nothing. It was just before I was still making plans on what to do on the way back, because I'm quite far from camping, a couple of hours hiking. Now it will just be surviving. Another day, another hike. Somewhere on these mountains there is a pass over it. I'm going to try and reach the pass and then turn back. I woke up quite alright this morning after the strenuous walk off yesterday. Just going to enjoy today and see how far I get. I reached the top. It's quite windy here, nice and fresh. This is the view into the other valley. You probably cannot hear me. You probably cannot hear me because of the wind, but it's beautiful. I started this third big day hike earlier than the other hikes to avoid the heat, at least at the end of the climb. Today I'm going up Valbona Pass. It is before 7 in the morning and I'm already sweating like an ox. But so far nobody else around. That's another advantage of starting early. I'm the only one on the trail.
trail is quite alright. It's continuously going up, but not very steep. Time for a snack. The walking distance from Ted to Valbonne is 14 kilometers only. The driving distance between the two villages is 264 kilometers. The roads are twisting and turning around mountains, lakes and rivers. On foot again, still in the accursed mountains, but now in Kosovo. While climbing a mountain I took a wrong route, which is quite a tough climb. I'm now heading back, but it's absolutely worth the view. I'm back on trail again, unfortunately some wasted energy. It's getting hot. But a beautiful viewpoint. I went off the path a second time. Nevertheless, I reached the bars. I take my rest here and then I go down again. I'm in Bosnia-Hercegovina and I've got a small issue with the car. Some lights are blinking. That's got to do with the emission. And although I don't think it's a big issue for the driving itself, I don't feel comfortable with it. The issue is with the DPF filter, because of meandering through the mountains at low speed and low revs over relative short distances. The DPF system doesn't regenerate. However, this problem quickly disappears for a while into the background. I go seriously off trail. I come to an open space. I start hesitating as I don't see the track, but I push on. I weigh my options. Again, I push on. Now all signs that this could be a track are gone. This is just a ridge with overgrown slopes and a lot of trees on both sides. Still I push on. The car roof hits a tree. I get out of the car to check what to expect further down the ridge. The ridge stops 10 meters beyond the tree. I have to turn around somehow. I hit a tree on the right front side just below the snorkel.
My first damage, I hit a tree.
It is a challenge getting uphill. This is not the place I want to get stuck. Overall, I enjoyed the experience. I honed my four-wheel drive skills and learned more about the car and myself. Shortly after, I find a more relaxed trail into the mountains. After all the hustle and bustle of the morning, I'd relax in the national park in the afternoon. I saved the DPF problem for tomorrow. The error that I have could be solved when I drive above 60 kilometers per hour for some say 10 minutes, other 20 or even 30 minutes. Because then the DPF filter is going to regenerate itself. I hope that works, but these are not the roads to drive 60, 70 kilometers an hour continuously, because it's twisting and turning, going up, going down, animals on the road. So I'm not a fan of that, but I have to try it. Just be very concentrated on the driving. The issue is common with diesel cars in this region. The problem worsens. I lose a lot of engine power. I call Toyota roadside assistance and they are about to send a tow truck. I hold them off. I don't think my DPF filter needs a replacement. Unfortunately, I spent a large part of the morning on this issue, and then the weather becomes very bad. I can't go into the national park again. I drove to Mostar, to a Toyota service dealer, and they were able to help me very quickly. I had to wait an hour, and they were able to force the regeneration of the DPF filter, and it's so nice to have the power back. Starky Bak, one of the big waterfalls in Una National Park. And this is the Montenegro waterfall. I'm in Bled, Slovenia, and the weather has changed drastically. It's cold and wet. Triglavsky National Park, the last park of this photography trip. I've come to an end of my exploration of the Western Balkans, and it was fantastic. The nature in this region is outstanding. Of all the travels I have done, this trip comes in the top 10. A mixture of adventure, good hikes, meeting interesting people, overcoming problems. I learned a lot, a bit of history and culture because of some experiences. I grew as a person. A top trip. I certainly have to come back to this region. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to know more about me, support me or check on my photography, please visit my website renebaars.com. Thank you for watching and until next time.